It's long overdue, but here are my recent product empties. Hi everyone, welcome back to Project Happy Home. I haven't done a Project Empties video since April, so these are my product empties over the last 3 months. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. I've been trying to embark upon a more minimalist lifestyle, so in the process, I'm trying to use up a lot of the products I have. So these are not product empties in the traditional sense that every single thing I mention I'm going to love, but I will tell you what worked for me and what didn't work for me. I was just trying to get through a lot of the things. So the first thing I pulled out of my basket just randomly is this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin with hyaluronic acid. I've mentioned in previous videos that hyaluronic acid is a really good substance for attracting moisture to the skin. The molecule basically like globs on local water molecules onto itself and retains it in your skin. The main purpose of using hyaluronic acid is to prevent transepidermal water loss, because I've mentioned this before, some people think that moisturizers are actually adding moisture to your skin, and advertisements will certainly make you think that, but that is not what's happening. Basically what's happening is either they are increasing the attraction of water, like available water already on your skin, to itself, to the substance that the moisturizer is made of, which is what's happening in this case, or they're creating some sort of like occlusive or humectant layer on your skin. They're not substantially increasing moisture levels if the moisture isn't already present. So when you're putting on hyaluronic acid or any other type of moisturizer, you want to put it onto an already damp face. I know lots of people who just put moisturizer onto rather dry skin, and that's not going to work nearly as effectively as putting it onto damp skin. So in the morning and at night when I wash my face, I barely pat it dry just so it's not dripping onto my counter, but it's still very moist like when I put my moisturizer on. And this is the first step for me. This is the first thing I put on my face, and it just takes a tiny little pea-sized amount. One of these lasts me about 2 months, I'd say. I alternate between 2 hyaluronic acid gel creams that I really like. This Neutrogena Hydro Boost, but you have to make sure it's the extra dry one because that's the fragrance-free one. And then also the Hado Labo version of their plumping gel cream, which I think I've showed in the last favorites video. I'm not sure, but I believe so. But this is much easier to find. The other one you can get on Amazon, the Hado Labo one. This one you can find at any CVS or Walgreens. I believe they even have it at Walmart. Between the 2 different gel creams, the Hado Labo and the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, I don't really have a favorite. I might like the Hado Labo one slightly better, but I do alternate between the 2. I like having a couple favorite products for any one thing because that way I feel like I minimize my exposure to any particular ingredient that might be irritating to my skin. For example, a particular preservative that happens to be in the Hado Labo one that's not in this one. But honestly, I find them both to be about the same in efficacy in terms of keeping my skin moist throughout the day. My next empty is this, and this is a ride or die for me. I love this. It's jojoba oil. This is a pure and organic one from Levin Rose. I just keep reordering this one because I like it, and sometimes I get worried when I order a bottle of oil that the consistency might not be the way I like it. So this one is actually my very favorite one. You can get it on Amazon or you can get it on Levin Rose itself, and I will link that down below. But it is excellent. A bottle will last me probably about 2 months or so, and I put this all over my skin. I don't really use jojoba oil on my face too much, but I sort of put this on after moisturizer on my body after I shower, and I just really like it. I like how it makes my skin feel. Apparently jojoba oil is very close to the chemical composition of your own body oils and everything, so I find it sinks in really nicely and it doesn't sit on top of my skin. My next empty is something you've seen me mention many times on both favorites videos and I believe my last product empty. It's the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. CeraVe was recently acquired by another mega company. I don't remember which one, but since then I feel like they've changed the formulation of the AM SPF version, but the PM version is still excellent, and it has niacinamide in it, which is really helpful for minimizing dark spots and melasma, etc. It also has lots of ceramides in it, which do a really good job of helping your own skin retain moisture. And I just really, really like it. It says it has ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid as well. So after my face wash, I put on the hyaluronic acid cream, let that sink in for a second while I brush my teeth, and then I put on the PM moisturizing lotion in the morning. and then I put on my sunscreen after that. So that is my morning routine. Another tiny little empty I wanted to share with you is this little sample that came from Sephora. It's a creme de la mer, creme de la mer? I don't know. Creme de la mer, the ridiculously expensive face cream, the moisturizing soft cream. It has that like magical, mystical story behind it. Like the creator had some burns and then he developed this cream to help himself, you know, reduce scarring, etc. All those romantic cosmetic company stories. But creme de la mer is creme de la mer? Anyway, it's remarkably expensive, I mean, hundreds of dollars, like for the smallest size. So I've never bought it because, you know, I think cream is cream is cream to a certain extent. But I will just tell you now, I was really happy that I got the little sample and I finished it off because I don't like it. I don't like it at all, not even a little bit. It's highly fragranced in my opinion, and for me and my sensitive skin, fragrance is just a no-no. I didn't think it was anything extraordinary. I didn't find my skin to be rejuvenated, refreshed, rose petal soft, any of those things the next day. So it was one of those products where I felt so good about never having bought it. I don't know what I would have done if it was amazing. Would I have really bit the bullet and like spent hundreds of dollars on cream? I don't know if it was amazing, but I was super happy to find out that it wasn't amazing. So if you've ever been thinking about creme de la mer and being like, oh, I wish I could afford that, worry not. It was totally unremarkable in my opinion. Speaking of sunscreen, my next product empty is the Elta MD Skincare UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46 sunscreen, and it says it calms and protects acne-prone skin. It's high purity niacinamide, transparent zinc oxide, UVA and UVB protection, which is UVA rays can cause skin cancer, etc. UVB rays are the ones that generally cause sunburns, etc. They say this is good for skin types prone to acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation. I'm not really prone to acne, but I am prone to a little bit of hyperpigmentation. If you can see, I have little freckles and stuff. I never wear foundation, by the way, for these videos or anything. So this is just exactly what I said. The hyaluronic acid cream, the CeraVe PM, and then sunscreen. This one I really liked. I had no complaints about this one. It has 5% niacinamide, which is vitamin B3, which again is good for hyperpigmentation. And it has 9% transparent micronized zinc oxide. That's important because the more transparent and micronized the zinc oxide is, the less white cast you're gonna get. And obviously I have, you know, tannish skin, so white cast is really evident on my skin, and that's why I tend to shy away from physical sunscreens, but I actually really like this one. Now keep in mind, this is not a purely physical sunscreen. This also has a chemical sunscreen in it, octinoxate, so it's 7.5% octinoxate. It's a mixed chemical and physical sunscreen. It's a good way to sort of venture into the physical sunscreen territory if you're afraid of white cast. But yeah, I really like this. I thought it had a really nice finish. It goes on kind of greasy and then it dries down to a matte finish within about 20 minutes or so. So I really like it if you want to try a combo sunscreen. This is a holy grail item for me. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it before, but it is the Dermalogica Ultra Calming Serum Concentrate. It is a little bit pricey. I want to say it's about $40 something on the Dermalogica site just for this tiny 1.3 fluid ounce bottle. But this bottle will last you, I mean, a good 3 or 4 months at least. I tend to have a little like emotional and menstrual cycle related, I don't know what to call it, irritation along my jawline and especially on my chin. And it's not pimples, it's not like tiny bumps, it's more like I have actual allergic, almost like histamine-like reaction where my skin feels a little bit inflamed and it gets red and it has like red bumps, almost like bug bites, but with no like punctate bug bite spot. And this really works. So I always have this. This is one of the few products that I've used for at least 5 years now, religiously. I just have it on hand. I don't use it every day, but when I feel that familiar tingle of that irritation coming on, I just put this on very first thing, even before my hyaluronic acid or anything, to give it the best chance to absorb. Probably a pea-sized amount. It's very liquidy and runny, so it really does have to go underneath everything, but it really works. Within moments I can feel it start to calm my skin down. It says that it has oat and botanicals to ease sensitization and oil of primrose, sunflower seed, and avocado extracts to defend against future assaults. And I mean, whatever they have in it, it really, really does work. Oats have beta-glucan in it, which has been known to reduce inflammation, especially in people with eczema, etc. But really, if you have sensitized skin that seems to react during your cycle, etc., where you start to feel this burning sensation and redness, I would give this a shot. Dermalogica Ultra Calming Serum Concentrate. Another one of my product empties is a CeraVe hand cream. It's their therapeutic hand cream from normal to dry skin. Again, it has ceramide, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. It also has dimethicone in it, which, you know, kind of is an occlusive layer to prevent transepidermal water loss. I liked it. It wasn't anything extraordinary for me. Totally non-irritating, non-fragranced. It was a good hand cream. Nothing to write home about. Am I going to run out to buy it again? No. If I need a hand cream and it's available, maybe. But I'll probably just keep trying hand creams until I find the holy grail of hand creams. If you guys have a good hand cream, let me know, because I don't have any favorites and I'd love to have one. Another lotion. Did I mention this in my last video? I don't know. This is the Belif Body Bomba. I feel like I mentioned it in a favorites video. I have since finished it off. I did not repurchase it simply because it's a little bit pricey. I did love the smell of the Lang Lang. It's humectant. It is really nice. It says that, what does it say? It is intensive hydration for the body with oils extracted from the exotic Lang Lang flower. This moisturizer forms a velvety barrier around the skin, providing long-lasting hydration. I thought it was a good cream lotion. It's kind of got a jelly-like consistency. It's really nice to put on. You smell delicious. Again, not a miracle product for me, but really lovely. If you want to treat yourself, I got this from Sephora. That's all I have to say about it. Beautiful smell. Mascaras. There were 3 mascaras that I finished off or I stopped using because I'm kind of strict about the no more mascara after 3 months rule. I really liked the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black mascara before I discovered the Better Than Sex mascara and the L'Oreal Paradise, because I like those better. But if you already have long, nice lashes, I think the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black is perfect for you. I have fairly unremarkable lashes and they're stick straight and thick, but not thick. Like each individual lash is thick, but I don't have thousands of lashes. So I need a lot of help in the lash area, and this does not provide enough of it for me. So I will not be repurchasing that one. This is the Benefit They're Real. Benefit They're Real has those like really spiky bristles, and it has a little spiky pointy end there too at the very tip so that you can get the little lashes. All the things with spiky bristles don't work for me because I'm not good at it apparently, and I poke myself in the eye and it just hurts incredibly. In my professional career, I've done a lot of work with inventions for the eye, medical devices for the eye, and so I'm a little bit paranoid about anything touching the delicate parts of the eye because so much of that work is about eye surgery from trauma, etc. So I don't like using the ones with spiky ones, but it wasn't bad. If I could have stopped crying from poking myself in the eye, I would have been really impressed with the They're Real. And this is one that I just really liked, and I apologize, I don't know the name of it anymore because it doesn't say on the wand, but this is another one by L'Oreal, and it's in this black sort of shaped wand. It has a big bushy wand, so not the kind that hurt me or anything, but I found this to be a really, really wet formulation and like not fun to use at all. So I'm not finishing this, I'm just getting rid of it. Last but not least, another mascara that I finished up from my Sephora Lash Stash kit was the Superhero and by IT Cosmetics, and it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. It also has this kind of bushy yet tapered brush, and I liked it. You know, I didn't love it as much as Better Than Sex or Lash Paradise, but really up there, probably my 3rd favorite mascara of all time. So IT Superhero was a really nice mascara as well. Another sunscreen that I finished up over the last 3 months was the La Roche-Posay Toleriane? I don't know how to say that. Double Repair Moisturizer UV Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I only use SPF 30 or higher on my face or actually anywhere else. SPF 15 and stuff. Honestly, given the amount of sunscreen we generally put on our face, the SPF is going to be reduced anyway because nobody puts on as much sunscreen as they're supposed to. And this is basically a chemical sunscreen. It has avobenzone in it, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene. Really nice sunscreen, really nice finish, pretty reliable, no white cast at all. It's a chemical sunscreen, so there's no reason for one. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it, but it's a really good mainstay. The thing doesn't leak. It's a really small, flat kind of bottle, so it's great for travel, etc. It's a really good drugstore choice, I think. In my opinion, it's probably one of my favorite drugstore sunscreens. So if you're looking to venture into sunscreens, you don't want any white cast, your skin isn't so sensitive to chemical sunscreens, this is a really good pick. So you know how when you buy things from Sephora, sometimes they send you 3 samples each time you buy? This is just a couple of the samples I wanted to talk to you about. I actually put my little notes on the back so I could remember. This is the Supergoop SPF 50 PA+++. That's like the international rating system. Everyday sunscreen. You can go up to 4 pluses, I think. So +++ isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. With cellular response technology, broad spectrum SPF 50. It is a chemical sunscreen, again, with very similar ingredients to the last one that I mentioned: avobenzone, homosalate, octinoxate, and octisalate. So one different. But really nice, very good, nice finish. I like Supergoop. I really like their under eye one because it has that little silver applicator that makes it nice and cool, that stainless steel applicator. But yeah, I've liked a lot of things by Supergoop actually, so I think they're a really good company, and you know, this is another nice one to try out if you're interested. Another sample that I tried out is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47 with natural broad spectrum SPF and Sun Boost ATP, which is some sort of fancy marketing thing for whatever their sunscreen formulation is. It has a really nice feeling. I like the feel of oils on my skin, etc. I like that sort of smooth application. I don't like really dry formulations, and this one does take a while to go down to matte. You look pretty shiny for at least half an hour, but then it goes down to matte. So for example, I'm wearing it today, and I think my face is fairly matte by now. It is 6.4% titanium dioxide and 5.1% zinc oxide. It is a purely physical sunscreen. So physical sunscreens have been noted to be a little bit more effective than chemical sunscreens, especially in people with darker complexions. And so I'm going to try to transition my way into more physical sunscreens. This is a really good option. No white cast as far as you can tell on my face right now. Dries down to a matte finish, but it takes a really long time. This one is, I wrote my notes on the wrong side, I'm sorry you guys. This is by Korres Sun Care. This is the Yogurt Nourishing Fluid Veil Face Sunscreen. And it's broad spectrum SPF 30. It's a chemical sunscreen. It was really shiny, and it did not dry down matte for a very, very long time. It had a really nice texture if you like that sort of oily, like, you know, very, very luxurious texture. If you like a more matte finish immediately, this is not the one for you, but pretty good. At SPF 30 though, I would have expected more matteness faster. How do you say this company name? Boscia? I don't know. Is there a hard C? Boscia? I don't know. Somebody should enlighten me. Boscia. The Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. I really like this. I use a cleansing oil at night, every night, to get off my eye makeup. I use the Hada Labo one, but I really like this one. This is just quite a bit more pricey. So if you wanted to try something out at Sephora just as a luxury splurge, this was really nice. The Boscia Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. It really was cool, and it cleansed very, very well. So those are my product empties for the last 3 months, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed them. And if you guys have any products that you'd like to recommend that I try, or that you've been loving, or that you've been hating, let me know in the comments down below so that I can learn from you guys as well. Thanks so much for giving me your time. As always, I wish you the very best day.